Another brand new day. Stoked to be alive, stoked to be awake, ready to go work. I got Gabriel coming over, then we're gonna walk. We're not gonna walk, we got a moped, baby. So we're gonna hop on the moped, go to work. We're putting the roof on today, super excited. We got a plan for the next couple days. We're gonna push right through the weekend and all the way through Monday, and then we're gonna take Tuesday off. So it's gonna be a big push. You're gonna see crazy amounts of work done today. Window guy's coming, so he's gonna size out all the windows and we'll get those rolling. This job is going to be pretty complete pretty soon. We're excited about that. Big news is we got a new truck. We're going to pick up on Monday. We meet with the lawyers here, and it's just so different than my experience in Nicaragua as far as systems and process here. They're just nailed. It's just so it's so very much like what I was raised in, North American style of doing business. So we buy a truck, we get it notarized, we're gonna put it in my name right now. We'll transfer it into the Rad Pad business as that gets set up. We're also supposed to be signing the partnership here in Costa Rica between myself, Louis, Dave, and Fritz. And then we'll have that company set up, and then we'll bring the other partners back from Nicaragua over into this company as soon as some legal stuff gets taken care of. Like everybody's interested in how you get taxed as investing in a foreign country. So we're gonna figure that all out and then move everybody into the company the right way. So it just feels really good. It's like we really got it going on. It's taken a long time to get to this point. We've been through some serious shit to get here, just like any entrepreneur or anybody out there that's done a business, and especially doing it from scratch in a country where you don't speak the language and you're not, used to the culture and everything. It's been an amazing ride to get to where we are today, and today we're just blessed. We get to go build a Rad Pad. I couldn't think of anything I'd rather be doing today. So, Pura Vida. Arrived at Paradise Lodge. The name is appropriate. And there's Rad Pad with Louis on top of it. Gabriel! Buenos dias! All right, so we're just gonna screwing in the roof. Ceiling. The ceiling screwing in. Yep. Rained a hell of a lot. Look at it, just covered with water. Yep, so that's the ceiling. We'll screw that in, and then on top of that goes the roof, and that's the goal for today, is the roof on that sucker. I've got a feeling we're gonna do more than just the roof, but I'm always very optimistic, and we might find some challenges, such as cutting around some trees that we didn't want to cut down. That might be a challenge, but nothing we can't handle. So we got to carry down these big pieces of Sin, this special metal roof that we got from Ferromax here. Oh man, when we switched to Ferromax, everything got better. Let me tell you what, it's just worth working with Ferromax. They're good. So we got this killer roof that's like gonna last a very, very long time, and we got to put that in. And then we've got the flooring product, this plastic board that's just amazing. I'll show it to you right now. So this is that plastic board that I was talking about. It's so freaking rad. And that's something like getting back on it now, being in Costa Rica, like rather than being the most economical, which it happens to be as well, and efficient, but it's more about, is it rad? That's the name, right? A Rad Pad. We don't want like a cheap pad, we want a Rad Pad. So what these have is this special tongue and groove system, where on one side is, and I'll show you from this back end, you can see better. One side has a clip like this, right? But then the other side has a clip with an overlap. So when they go together, they're not the lightest things in the world, but when they go together, they're seamless. So that when you're looking down at it, it's just a seamless long plank. And that is water. You can just, wipe it down or broom it down without stuff going in the crack. Whereas when we use it for the deck in the front, we use a piece that has two ends like this. So there is a little gap. So when the water falls on it, it doesn't pool, it just falls through down below. So this is what we're using for the interior. And we're also using it for the wall panels. And basically, it looks rad. It's freaking indestructible. No bugs are gonna eat it. It's UV protected like a crazy amount of years, something like 100 years. The UV won't eat it up. We don't have to put toxic chemicals on it to stop the bugs from eating it. We don't have to revarnish it and sand it and plane it and do everything that we have to do with a wood product. So this is like a one-time fix. She's set up, it's gonna look rad, it's gonna be indestructible. You can drop anything you want inside the Rad Pad. So when you're using it as a rental unit, you know, for me, I think of, I was in a band and I partied hard for 10 years traveling around the US wrecking hotel rooms. If the hotel room floors were made of this, I tell you, they wouldn't be fixing all those rugs when a bottle of wine spilled on it or what have you. So this is gonna be like the ultimate in rental because it's indestructible and it's so easy to clean. So your maintenance costs go down, so many reasons for it, and it's freaking rad. I'll show you the rooftop too because that is also extra rad. So here are the roof panels. Now these are cut to length, so it comes in a roll of just flat metal and then they roll it through a machine that does the corrugation on it. And this corrugation, a lot of people, myself included, used to put screws in the peaks up here. But I realized, and through this dude, Costa Rica Rick, bro, he's been a builder forever and he's built some of the biggest warehouses. The proof is in the pudding with him. And he was like, no, man, don't ever do that ever again. Put the screw in the valley and then also don't make it tight. When you screw it in super tight and squish the rubber on it, all it does is break. So if you put it in and keep it medium, that's the key. So this product here is the thickest gauge you can get. Now, when you're buying the roof, or a contractor's buying the roof, usually a contractor will buy the cheapest one so you can have the biggest markup. Or maybe not, because you can have the biggest markup. That was super wrong of me to say. I apologize to any contractor out there right now. But in my experience, it's been because I have projects going and I don't really have the capital to invest on this super heavy gauge with the powder coated, heat treated paint job on it. So this is like a super thick paint and it's put on with heat and like a powder coating system. And then the bottom is the white. And this stuff is like way overkill, but man, it's the freaking roof. We're in Central America where the sun is on it all the time and then the rain is on it all the time, and then we're not too far from the ocean, so you do have, not saying there's a lot of salt in the air here, but there is more than in other places, so salt is also an issue. So this is like as good as it can possibly get, and it's what protects the Rad Pad. So we spared no expense and we go big for sure when it comes to what protects you inside the Rad Pad from the outside, because we're in the freaking jungle. It wants to biodegrade every single thing it can. It uses wind, sun, rain, salt, everything, bugs, mold, everything wants to eat whatever is in the jungle. So Rad Pad is unedible. Well, how we got the freaking sin on the roof, I know in yesterday's video we probably talked a little bit about it, but now seeing it like not being totally exhausted and clear-headed, yeah, let's just take a look at it. So here you go. You got Gabriel up there, right? And this end is the short end, right? Down there on the far end, that's like, you're really high in the air. But how we got that shit up there was you can't...
8 meters up there?
It's about 8 meters. It's a one-time mistake is what it is.
I'm pretty comfortable now.
Yeah, a bit too comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So up here, you can't slide the pieces in here. You can't put it over the top and in. You can't get it in on this side because of the too many trees. The far end is 8 meters off the freaking ground, so it's just not possible. So the only side is where Gabriel is there. In between there, we have to slide it in. So to get there, that's what we're looking at, people. So we had to walk this shit, the panel straight through there, all the way back as far as you can go, which is hard enough just to do that. Then we had to put this beam from the ground over here, and it's up on this, you can even see, like, look at this. Then it's up tied to that tree with a tie down, and it's wedged in between 2 trees. Woo! If you can see, here, I'm going in for you guys. This is, I mean, imagine walking on this with a 5-meter piece of metal that is just barely able to lift with one person. And you're coming through here, And one slip and you roll, baby, all the way to the bottom. So, fuck, oh shit. Ah. Yeah, so I can barely walk it by myself, but it has to go back there, right? That's what we're working with. There's nothing here at all to get grip. All right, woo. So that's where the beam stuck to the ground is, goes across to this tree, and it's wedged in between the tree there, and then a tie down is squishing the tree together to it, holding it in place. And then a ladder goes across, and the ladder is tied together with a piece of rope in the center. So Gabriel walks across this tightrope walk over to there. Then I lift the big ass piece up here, which was like really freaking hard. Then he grabs it with his hand, and then I keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and we slide it in between the roof there and the ceiling. And then I run around the other side, climb up the side, grab the thing, pull it, and he pushes it, and we put it in place. That's the willingness you got to do if you want to be a badass building in fucking the jungle. Well, that is one down that little trail behind me to there. Yeah, heavy gauge. It's great for long longevity, but man, it's not good for carrying down steep hills. So now we're gonna put this ground fabric on top so that we can slide them on without scratching the bottom, because you see the bottom. So it's pretty tricky, but luckily everything is being manifested. So we found this awesome ground cover sheet. It's like really soft stuff, and it's huge. So we're gonna just cover the Rad Pad with that and slide these suckers up. It's not just, it's a fucking gnarly job. All right, I got Luis here. He's doing the window measurements, and we're gonna have all the windows made. We made some pretty cool decisions. We've got solid windows going along the top, but the reflectivo. And then we've got, what is it called? Celosía all the way around head height, so the windows can open. And then on the back wall, we're doing one fixed window on the top, one fixed window on the bottom, and then two celosías in the center all the way across, so you can open it up and really get that airflow. Then in the bathroom, the divider wall is going to be this kind of sand wash. Is it called sand wash?
What do you mean?
The sandblasting, and then a dark gray or a clear gray color clear for the top to divide the bathroom. It's going to look amazing. All right, we'll see how this all goes. And Gabriel's kicking ass up top. Holy shit, this is hard. I have not muchachoed this hard in so long. It's good for me. But man, Angel, John Carlos, if you're watching, mi amigos, oh, mucho gusto, muchas gracias para tu trabajo en años of mucho fuerte, baby. Oh. Just give you a quick look at Paradise Lodge. These are the luxury apartments, they call them, and they're basically little kitchen. It's a pretty good sized kitchen actually. Kitchen, bedroom, living room, outdoor deck area, and then your front to the pool and a beautiful view. You can see one of the biggest waterfalls here in Costa Rica. It's hard to see right now, but in the rainy season it's coming flying out of the wall. So this is the breakfast area here. So they serve breakfast for the guests. The VIP lounge out there. Pretty sweet. And then there's actually trails where you just take off right back here. They have trails, they're really nice, and they go all off into the jungle. 2 waterfalls on the property, and so much stuff to see. They have wildlife cameras out there that get the animals, and there's so many things. Sloths, monkeys, big birds, those toucans, the red ones, we've seen those here, the macaws, I think they're called, and tons of the toucans. But yeah, this is Paradise Lodge, the luxury apartment area. They have 3 different areas: the jungle, the Casa Romantica, and then the big pool casa up top. And then now the Rad Pad section, which we're building as we speak. What are we doing?
What are we doing? We started assembling the floor. It is sexy.
Ooh, look at that. Look at how this looks right here. This is a beautiful freaking floor. Just in case you didn't know what a beautiful floor looks like, that is what it looks like. This right here overlaps right up into there and it becomes seamless. And the way the whole thing works is with these beautiful little screw clips. You take the clip, ooh, and you slip it right in there, push this down and put a screw in, and then push this board over and then do the next one. And that's all we have to do, times 250. And then we'll have the raddest freaking floor we've ever had. Couldn't have dreamt up a radder floor. Indestructible, unbelievably fantastic. I'm gonna go cut 19 more boards. So not one screw stripped or went bad, and I'll tell you, we have buckets of stripped screws, but it just seems that Costa Rica gets better screws than Nicaragua. I don't know what it is, but not one stripped screw, not one dent. The heavier gauge roof is just so much better. Like, you can walk around on it, it's not breaking. We killed it. I didn't mean to say we. Gabriel killed it. I passed him tools though. Without me, he would have had to go up and down a lot more than he did, okay? This is the last time you're gonna be standing looking down to your depths of despair. Is that right? Does that even make sense? Just when you drop something, it sucks, right?
The way you put it sounds amazing.
It did?
Yeah.
All right.
This is the last time.
Yes. Look at that. That floor's looking so good. It's unbelievable. It's so much better than this floor. This floor is a little dangerous. You're dropping tools, cracking your nuts on. Another great day.
Yeah, we're ahead of our schedule, ahead of our goal today.
Yes.
This roof
Listo.
and half the floor almost.
The floor, and the floor looks amazing. That is it's the raddest product I've ever used. You?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Best product ever. I don't know what the name of it is right now, but I'm gonna do a whole commercial for these guys because they are amazing. So we're almost done with the floor, just that. And then what else? The bathroom. And then the wall panels. Wall panels we're making on the floor too. Floor reason for the wall panels. Wall and floor. And the window guys, they'll come, but Semana Santa. Happy Semana Santa. Feliz Semana Santa? Huh? Almost?
Feliz Semana Santa.
Probably when this video comes out, I bet it is Semana Santa. All right, everybody, have a rad day. Thanks for watching. If you want a Rad Pad, you can get one just like this. It's around $30,000 when it's all done with windows, everything ready to rock and roll. Actually ready to rent. If you're into the big one, we're building that next. It's the 2-bedroom house. That one goes for about $50K, all finished. It's fucking amazing. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Adios. Nos vemos. Pura vida.